The 1920s were a time of luxury, creativity, and fun, which was reflected in the fancy party spreads of the era. As people enjoyed life and embraced elegance, food played an important role in the celebrations. Dishes like jellied salads and baked Alaska became popular, gracing the tables of high society gatherings. Over time, however, taste changed, and many of these memorable party foods were left behind. Stick with us as we explore these forgotten dishes from the 1920s. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on the latest food trends and nostalgic recipes. Let's begin. Deviled eggs were a classic appetizer, a staple at nearly every 1920s gathering. These simple yet flavorful bites were made by cutting hard-boiled eggs in half and mixing the yolks with mayonnaise, mustard, and spices. The creamy mixture was then spooned or piped back into the egg whites, creating a perfect, bite-sized treat. Their popularity during the era was due to their affordability, ease of preparation, and versatility. Hosts could make them ahead of time, freeing up time to focus on other aspects of the party. To add a touch of elegance, deviled eggs were often jazzed up with fancy garnishes like caviar or smoked salmon, making them a sophisticated choice for upscale gatherings. Paprika or chopped herbs also added a final flourish to the dish. Deviled eggs symbolized the 1920s love for indulgence in food, combining simplicity with elegance. However, over the years, these once ubiquitous appetizers have fallen out of favor, replaced by modern, fusion-inspired dishes. Despite their decline, deviled eggs remain a nostalgic reminder of a time when parties were about classic flavors and effortless charm. Jellied salads were a standout feature of that gathering, embodying the era's fascination with gelatin as a versatile ingredient. These molded dishes combine gelatin with a wide range of ingredients, from fresh fruits like pineapple and strawberries to vegetables, meats, and seafood. The result was a colorful, sometimes surprising creation, served chilled and designed to impress guests. The appeal of jellied salads lay in their striking appearance, with the translucent gel showcasing a mix of flavors and textures. Some were sweet, incorporating fruits, while others featured savory components like chicken, shrimp, or even ham. Gelatin's use in salads during this time was seen as modern and sophisticated, reflecting the social elegance of the period. It was a popular choice for upscale parties and dinner gatherings, with its novelty and creativity captivating guests. The vibrant, gelatinous dishes became synonymous with 1920s entertaining, often taking center stage as a side dish or appetizer. Despite their popularity in the past, jellied salads gradually fell out of favor, deemed outdated and overly complicated in today's food scene. Their decline marked the end of an era where culinary creativity and unique presentations ruled the dinner table, leaving behind only nostalgic memories of an extravagant time. Fruit salad with mayonnaise fruit salad was transformed into a rich and creamy dish by adding mayonnaise, making it a unique and memorable option at social events. The combination of sweet fruits like pineapple, grapes, and oranges mixed with a layer of mayonnaise, often sweetened with sugar or honey, created a surprising contrast of flavors. The tangy mayonnaise complemented the sweetness of the fruit, offering a distinctive taste that made it stand out at gatherings. The dish wasn't just about flavor, it also played with texture. The creamy mayonnaise enhanced the crisp, juicy fruits, creating a refreshing yet indulgent bite. Fruit salad with mayonnaise was especially popular at luncheons and afternoon tea parties, where lighter fare was preferred. It became a staple in many social circles, symbolizing that era's adventurous approach to cooking. Over time, taste shifted toward lighter and fresher dishes, and the trend of mixing fruit with mayonnaise faded. Today, fruit salads are more commonly prepared with vinaigrette-based dressings or served simply as fresh fruit bowls. However, fruit salad with mayonnaise remains a classic example of the bold and experimental spirit of 1920s cuisine, reflecting the era's love for creative culinary combinations that pushed the boundaries of traditional flavors. Pineapple and ham skewers were popular party food in the, offering a blend of sweet and savory flavors that reflected the era's love for vibrant, bold tastes. The dish typically featured alternating chunks of tender ham and juicy pineapple on small skewers, making it a perfect finger food for social gatherings. The sweet pineapple complemented the salty ham, creating a balanced flavor that was well suited to the celebratory atmosphere of the time. These ingredients reflected the decade's interest in exotic foods, especially tropical fruits, which became more available due to better transportation. Often served at cocktail parties and buffet spreads, pineapple and ham skewers were a convenient and appealing choice for guests who wanted to snack while mingling. The dish embodied the Roaring Twenties spirit of indulgence and ease, aligning with the trends and of offering foods that were both visually attractive and easy to eat. Despite its popularity during the time, the dish eventually faded from mainstream party menus as food trends shifted. However, its connection to the lively social life and its unique blend of flavors continued to make it a memorable part of culinary history. Shrimp cocktail became a symbol of sophistication and luxury, widely popular at upscale parties and formal dinners. The dish typically featured chilled shrimp served in a cocktail glass, accompanied by a tangy tomato-based sauce, often enhanced with horseradish and a touch of lemon. Its refreshing, light nature made it an ideal appetizer, offering a sharp contrast to the heavier meats and salads typically served at the time. The shrimp itself was considered a delicacy, and its association with wealth and exclusivity added to the allure of the dish. It was not just a food item, but a statement of elegance and indulgence. During the height of its popularity in those days, shrimp cocktail was synonymous with celebration and frequently featured at cocktail parties and special occasions. Its visual appeal, served in delicate glass, made it a striking centerpiece for any party spread. As taste shifted toward more varied and complex flavors in the following decades, the classic shrimp cocktail began to fade from the spotlight. It no longer held the same status in the world of fine dining, becoming a forgotten relic of an era defined by extravagance and refined tastes. Oysters Rockefeller was a luxurious dish that epitomized upscale dining and social gatherings. Created by topping fresh oysters with a rich mixture of spinach, butter, garlic, herbs, and sometimes breadcrumbs, the dish was baked until golden brown, offering both visual appeal and a rich, savory flavor. Named after John D. Rockefeller, the wealthy industrialist, the dish reflected the opulence of the time, using expensive ingredients that symbolized luxury. Oysters themselves were considered a sign of wealth, and the Rockefeller preparation elevated them to a new level of sophistication, making them a popular choice for extravagant parties. The Roaring Twenties saw a surge in interest in foods that showcased refinement and indulgence, and Oysters Rockefeller fit this trend perfectly. It was often served as an appetizer at formal dinners, where guests could enjoy the lavish combination of flavors. The dish became synonymous with high society and elegant gatherings, embodying the period's desire to display wealth and status. However, over time, Oysters Rockefeller faded from common party menus. Its rich ingredients and the time-consuming preparation process made it less practical for modern casual gatherings. The dish, once a centerpiece of dining, gradually disappeared from typical social events as tastes and dining preferences shifted. Before we continue, we hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, please like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all our nostalgic content. Canapés were a highlight of cocktail parties, showing the time's love for small, fancy snacks. These open-faced sandwiches were typically made with various bread bases like toast, crackers, or puff pastry, and topped with ingredients such as smoked salmon, pâté, cheese, or caviar. The toppings were often garnished with herbs, olives, or decorative elements to make them visually appealing. Canapés were designed not only to deliver delicious flavors, but also to impress guests with their presentation. Each bite was a delicate balance of taste and texture, showcasing the host's attention to detail. During the Roaring Twenties, serving these bite-sized treats marked a shift toward more sophisticated and formal party food. Hosts preferred offering small portions that allowed for a variety of flavors without the need for a full meal. This trend was part of a larger movement towards upscale, refined dining experiences that matched the elegant atmosphere of the time. Canapés were a perfect choice for these gatherings, offering a taste of luxury and manageable portions. As dining trends evolved, however, the trend of serving canapés faded, giving way to more casual and interactive dining options. Creamed spinach was a beloved side dish that was often featured at elegant dinner parties and upscale gatherings. The dish consisted of spinach cooked in a rich, velvety sauce made from butter, cream, and various seasonings, creating a comforting and indulgent treat. The creamy texture of the spinach paired beautifully with the heavier meats and roasts served at the time, adding a luxurious touch to the meal. That era, defined by excess and opulence, embraced rich and flavorful comfort foods, making creamed spinach a staple at sophisticated dinner tables. The dish's decadent nature made it a favorite among those seeking to impress guests and celebrate in style. At the time, elaborate meals were a symbol of status, and creamed spinach perfectly fit this notion. It was not only a tasty addition to a meal, but also a statement of refinement. The richness of the sauce and the boldness of the flavors exemplified the culinary excesses of the Roaring Twenties. However, as taste shifted and dining trends evolved, the dish gradually fell out of favor. Lighter, healthier options began to dominate menus, and creamed spinach, once a symbol of luxury, became a forgotten side dish in the wake of changing food preferences. Chipped beef on toast, also known as SOS, was popular, especially in military settings and informal meals. The dish consisted of dried, salted beef cooked in a creamy white sauce, served over toasted bread. Its simplicity made it a quick and affordable meal, often chosen for its practicality. It became a staple for soldiers during wartime, as well as for working-class Americans who needed an easy, filling option. The name SOS is believed to stand for same old stuff, reflecting the dish's purpose as a comforting and satisfying solution to hunger. Although not glamorous, chipped beef on toast provided a hearty meal for those in need of sustenance. Its popularity grew due to the time's demand for affordable and straightforward food. As the 1920s progressed, tastes evolved, and meals became more diverse. With the rise of more refined and varied dishes, chipped beef on toast gradually fell out of favor. While it had its moment as a go-to comfort food, its decline was inevitable as new culinary trends and advancements in food preparation emerged. Chipped beef on toast may no longer be part of the modern dining scene, but it remains a notable part of dining history. Caviar, once a symbol of luxury and excess, was a staple at upscale parties typically made from sturgeon eggs. This delicacy was served chilled, often as an appetizer, or paired with other high-end dishes. During the Roaring Twenties, caviar became more accessible than in previous years, though it was still reserved for the wealthiest circles. Its presence at a gathering was a clear indication of status and sophistication. Served on toast points, crackers, or with blini, it was considered the ultimate refined treat for high society events. That era of extravagant celebrations and socialites saw caviar as an essential part of the elite's culinary experience. The fish eggs were not just a luxury, but a statement of wealth and taste, adding a touch of elegance to every gathering. Caviar was often displayed in the most lavish ways, with crystal bowls and elaborate serving trays, reflecting the opulence of the time. However, as tastes evolved and luxury became more widespread, the exclusivity of caviar began to fade. It became less of a rare delicacy and more of a commonplace item at upscale events. Chicken a la king was a beloved dish reflecting the decades' love for rich, creamy comfort foods. The dish typically featured chicken, mushrooms, and bell peppers, all simmered in a smooth cream sauce and served over rice or pasta. Chicken a la king quickly became a favorite, served in upscale hotels and popular among home cooks. Its creamy, savory flavors and elegant presentation made it a staple at high society dinners, embodying the prosperity and indulgence of the Roaring Twenties. The dish was often a standout at lavish parties, where it fits perfectly with the era's love for opulence. Over time, however, as taste shifted toward lighter and healthier fare, chicken a la king gradually disappeared from menus. As the 1920s gave way to new dietary trends, this once popular dish became a relic of the past. The creamy, rich comfort foods that defined the era were slowly replaced by simpler, more health-conscious meals. Today, chicken a la king stands as a nostalgic reminder of the extravagant dining culture of the 20s, a time when indulgence and luxury were celebrated in every bite. Beef Wellington was the pinnacle of a lavish dinner party dish. This stunning entree featured a beef fillet coated with pâté and duxelles, a finely chopped mushroom mixture, all wrapped in a crisp, golden puff pastry. The complexity of its preparation required skill and precision, making it a showstopper at any formal gathering. As a centerpiece of high-end events, it represented the era's love for indulgence and refinement. The dish's rich layers of beef, mushrooms, and pastry symbolized the obsession with excess and sophistication, making it a favorite among the wealthy elite. Typically served at extravagant dinner parties, beef Wellington was reserved for special occasions, often marking significant celebrations or milestones. Its filling nature and rich flavors made it both a satisfying and indulgent choice, reflecting the desire for opulence during the Roaring Twenties. The dish's reputation as a luxurious, complex creation meant it was often seen at the grandest of tables, far removed from everyday meals. Over time, its complexity and high-cost ingredients made it less common at casual gatherings, leading to its disappearance from the typical party food menu. This once popular dish, embodying the extravagant spirit, is now remembered as a rare indulgence from a bygone era. Waldorf salad, though invented in the late 19th century, became a defining dish of the 1920s, especially at American dinner parties. Combining crisp apples, celery, walnuts, and grapes, the salad was dressed in a rich mayonnaise or whipped cream mixture, offering a balance of sweetness and creaminess. The dish's light texture provided a perfect contrast to the heavier, richer foods that were commonly served during the time. Waldorf salad became a symbol of sophistication, frequently appearing on the menus of upscale hotels and catered events. It was seen as a refined dish, embodying the elegant yet simple approach to cooking that was popular in the Roaring Twenties. Its refreshing flavors and mix of textures made it a beloved choice for gatherings, representing a blend of freshness and luxury. However, as food trends evolved, the Waldorf salad gradually lost its place on modern menus. Lighter, more innovative salads with a variety of dressings and ingredients replaced it, pushing the Waldorf to the background. Despite its decline in popularity, the Waldorf salad remains a key part of culinary history, a reminder of the era's appetite for creative yet straightforward dishes that catered to both taste and style. Tomato aspic was a popular dish at parties, often served as an appetizer or side dish at festive events. Made with tomato juice, gelatin, and various seasonings, it had a distinctive tangy flavor. Sometimes vegetables or seafood were added to enhance the taste, making it an interesting and unique choice for party spreads. Its bright red color and jiggly texture made it stand out on a buffet table, catching the eye of guests and adding an element of fun to the presentation. The gelatin gave it structure, allowing it to be neatly molded into portions for easy serving. The dish's appeal was rooted in its novelty, offering a savory twist on the concept of gelatin-based dishes, which were popular during that era. Tomato aspic embodied the 1920s fascination with creativity and inventiveness in the kitchen. However, as tastes evolved over the years, the dish began to fall out of favor. The combination of savory gelatin and tomato juice, which once seemed innovative, became less popular as new trends emerged in the culinary world. Tomato aspic, with its wobbly, gelatinous form, is now largely forgotten, but it remains a symbol of the bold and experimental flavors of Tat-era cuisine. Baked Alaska was a stunning dessert that became a symbol of the 20s flair for extravagant displays. It featured a base of ice cream, surrounded by a layer of sponge cake, and covered with a thick meringue. The dessert was then quickly baked at a high temperature, causing the meringue to brown while the ice cream inside remained perfectly frozen. This dramatic contrast between the hot outer shell and cold interior made Baked Alaska a favorite for upscale events and special occasions, adding both an exciting treat and a spectacle to the dining experience. The dessert's elaborate preparation and eye-catching presentation made it a perfect fit for the indulgent spirit. It was not just a dessert, but an experience, one that matched the extravagant nature of the time. Baked Alaska became a symbol of a decade that reveled in opulence and creativity, with guests marveling at both the taste and the theatricality of the dish. However, as food trends evolved and simpler desserts gained popularity, Baked Alaska faded from the spotlight. Despite its disappearance from modern menus, it remains a key part of the culinary legacy, representing an era of lavish celebrations and dramatic flair. That's a wrap for today's video. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fun party foods from the 1920s. Which dish would you like to try or bring back to today's parties? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and let us know your favorite forgotten food. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exciting updates and food discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.